Namaskar guys, welcome to the Upasana IS Academy. Guys, myself Upasana Sareen. Today I'm going to discuss the today's Hindu editorial, which is about the reform in India's digital policy. Guys, to read the editorial and how to implement in the mains answer writing, these two are the different things. And today onwards we will see about that how we have to grasp the thing from the Hindu newspaper and how we should implement in the mains answer writing. Okay, so the first thing is I made a one question and then I will tell you about that how we can approach this question, as well as we will see that how we utilize the today's the Hindu editorial in this answer writing. Okay, this is actually the aspirant needs. Many aspirants, what I saw during my teaching career, many aspirants they read the Hindu newspaper like as the things are written, but the need of hour and how to digest the thing, it is the necessary to grasp the content. Okay, so guys, please watch the video completely so that we get to know about that how we can frame the answer of this question. Okay, so before proceeding we have to see what the question is asking about. The question is, amid of COVID-19 global pandemic, India banned 59 Chinese apps. You all are well aware about it. Now India's move towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Again you know about it. So do explain India's digital policy. So guys, crux is what? The crux of the question is, you know this is a contemporary situation. You know this one is also the solution which our Prime Minister and Ministry is talking about. And now we have to focus on the India's digital policy. Okay, so this is what the actual thing we need to focus here. Okay, so now the question is how we have to give the answer in a framework. First we have to write the introduction part. Second we have to write the subject matter. Subject matter is also called as a body part. And third we have to give the conclusion in a fruitful way. Okay, so guys, please listen my lecture carefully. The first of all, you have to frame the beginning, an introduction of this answer. So beginning can be yes, as the COVID-19 pandemic is prevailed in the globe, so India is doing some positive steps to recover from the situation, like to move towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat, as you know, the border tension which is ongoing with the India and China. The India banned the 59 Chinese apps. This is a one move towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So we have to focus on our own system. But if we are talking about the UNCTAD, guys, please keywords you have to remember. If we are talking about the UNCTAD, United Nations Conference of Trade and Development, okay, the UNCTAD give the report of World Investment Report. What I am saying, please write in your copies World Investment Report. Okay, so guys, in your prelims paper the question can be asked, who published the World Investment Report? You have to give the answer UNCTAD. Okay, so recently UNCTAD gave the World Investment Report which mentioned the 45% trade has been dropped. This is reality. 45% trade has been dropped, and even the developing country, they both are the sufferer due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But now if we are talking about the India is well better in the service sector, as India provided the IT infrastructure as well as the telecommunication services to the globe. And you know guys, the Geo network is the only network in the globe that does not include any Chinese product. It does not include any Chinese product. This is completely the Indian product made in India. So we are talking about the digital policy. So this is what the beginning, and we have to give the digital policy. Now come to the subject matter. As we know about the digital policy, we are depend upon the everything, like from education sector to delivery of goods and services, and many things, like we have to book the rail, we have to book the train, we have to book the international flight, and so many things. Okay, so directly or indirectly we all are depend upon the digital services, and India focus on the make a 5 trillion economy in future. So India's focus of 5 trillion economy, as well as India have to put the focus to attract the FDIs, the foreign direct investment, to enhance the digital infrastructure, to reach towards the rural people, and wherever the internet is not provided, thereby the government have to make the infrastructure of optical fiber. This is the need of our, even you can see the Narendra Modi said, like, you know, that first time in India, rural people use the maximum internet as compared to the urban people. So we all are well aware about the we are depend upon digitally services a lot. And even in the 21st century, I said earlier, from education to booking a ticket, for booking a ration, anything, we are directly or indirectly depend upon the digital services. So what the government should do? What are the challenging faced by the government, and how government can improve, and how government can see the way ahead in a futuristic approach? So now the first thing is, the government have to put focus on the digital infrastructure at first. The government should have to move towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat. How the Atmanirbhar Bharat will come in the agenda of the people? Once you know the 59 Chinese app has been banned, so now the people will think how we can make our self-reliant, how we can make our own app. No doubt the Chingari you can know. Chingari you know, okay, as well as Milan Setu and many things. This is just a first step. And now the next thing is, if we are talking about the innovation is also important in the digital sectors. The digital literacy is also an important point for infrastructure and how the rural people can use the digital services. So digital literacy to the rural people, digital employment, digital services, digital infrastructure, digital investment, these all are important thing for providing the digital policies. And second thing, no doubt the government have to face the challenges. No doubt the government have to face the challenges. What are the challenges? The first challenge is data privacy bill. Data privacy and data protection. So guys, what do you know about the data privacy and data protection? You all are well aware about the data protection comes under the Article 21, the right to privacy. Everyone in this country who are the citizen of India have the right to privacy. So it is the duty of the government, it is the duty of the telecom services providers that to retain the privacy of the users, and it should not be go outside of country, as well as it would be harm for the person as well as sovereignty of the country. As you know, the 59 Chinese app has been banned due to the process, due to this. Okay, this is the first thing. The Article 21 is important. Second thing is what? E-commerce. The government should focus on the e-commerce. As as the digital infrastructure and digital services are going on, the e-commerce, how the transportation booking, how the delivery of goods and services must be ensured by the digital infrastructure like the Amazon, Flipkart and Tata Click, you know all. Okay, so this is what the e-commerce, electronic commerce means the trade and commerce can be done by the electronically. Okay, so this is also one challenge in front of government. The first challenge is the protection of data, because in digital world the cyber hacking, the threat, the data leak, data theft that happened, these all are the crimes that happened in the digital world. So the government must be ensure about the privacy of data protection, and government must be ensure about the right to privacy of every individual. Second thing is e-commerce. E-commerce is again the challenge in front of government. And the third one is IT Act. The IT Act, it should not be ambiguous. It should be specified in clear manner. Guys, as you seen, if I am talking about the 2015 case, I think if you read the Hindu newspaper, you must know about IT Act 2000, that is 69A. Everyone have the right to speech and expression, right? Article 19, clause 1, subclause A. If everyone have the right to speech and expression, then every can write anything in the social media. So somewhere it harm the dignity of other person. Yes or not? That is why the IT Act must ensure about it should not harm the dignity, and the freedom of speech and expression should be in their limited way. It should not be like flawlessly whatever. Then again it will be come to the question in the constitution that article 19, again the article 21, the both will be contradictory. The government must ensure about it. So guys, I talk about the challenges of government in India's digital policy. The first challenge is data protection bill, second is e-commerce, and the third one is IT Act. The government must have to ensure about these three, then digital policy can be done well in India. So now you have to end the answer by a positive aspect. How you can write, how you can do the positive aspect? The India should focus on first the innovation, the digital infrastructure, which is very important, and the third one is digital literacy, and fourth one is the digital policies reform, IT Act, cyber protection bill, cyber, there should not be ethical threat, hacking threat, data protections. The government must ensure about it. And now the next is, guys, you know, in 2022 the India will host the G20. The India will host the G20 in 2022. So guys, you all are well aware that in 2022 on the one side we will host the G20, on the second thing we have to put focus on the innovation, and the third, India can become as a global leader in future. How it can be done? By put the focus on multi-dimension aspect on the digital policy to ensure the data, the IT Act, the e-consumer and digital literacy, digital infrastructure, involvement of rural people, urban people. It should not be inequality in the society. Everyone should be equal, and they must be ensure about the e-governance. This is what the multi-dimension aspect the government must ensure about it. Then government can become as a, then India can become as a, as a Atmanirbhar. as well as India will rise as a global leader in the world in future in 2030 or 2035. Okay, so guys, at last I hope you know that this is a question, how we should approach the question, and please guys comment how you like this video. Thank you.